My friends, you will not be defeated. There is one thing that everyone wants. More than anything, we all crave success. We hunger for it more than nearly anything else in reality. It gets us up in the morning, it motivates us to get out of bed and make a difference and do something truly worthy of being done. No matter who you are, you need a definition of success. You need to have a clear picture of what it is you want. You need to know what your vision of greatness is, then do everything within your power to bring it to reality. And what you define as success can be nearly anything. Maybe you want to start a family. Maybe you want to raise kids. Maybe you want to buy a home or start a business or get a degree. No matter what your version of success is, no matter what you hope to achieve in this life, you need to at least have something to aim for. It doesn't really matter what your target is, as long as you are willing to aim for something noble, something truthful, and something inspiring. There are people out there who don't know what their version of success really is. They wake up every day and do something that merely distracts them from the pains of reality. They play countless hours of video games, putting off more useful activities. They'd rather watch Netflix than go to the gym. They'd rather eat cake than enjoy a salad. They'd rather dwell on the past than focus on the future. They're all too comfortable with regressing rather than making true progress. These people simply haven't found their why. There has to be something you can focus your attention on, something that drives you to do the things you need to do, to go the places you need to go, to meet the people you need to meet, to make the connections you need to make. You need to sit down with yourself and have a very serious conversation. Sometimes we all need to get back to the basics. What is it that you truly love? What is it that excites you? What is it that makes you energized rather than exhausted? What makes you impassioned rather than bored? What makes you feel present and in the moment rather than disengaged? When you answer these questions without an ounce of outside influence, when you become as honest with yourself as you possibly can, when you do the soul-searching necessary to discover your passions, that's when, my friends, you truly begin to live. And that is why I say, you will not be defeated. When you find your version of success, when you set genuine goals for yourself and are willing to stop at nothing in order to achieve those goals, that is when nothing and no one can stand between you and the success that you crave. If you don't believe me, just open up a history book. I have always been passionate about history, and I've always found it particularly interesting how events and people in the past can really inform us about the present day. Most of the people we remember were told at one point or another that they were never going to amount to anything. They had haters in their own time, as much as we have haters and naysayers in our own time. And many of them were born into circumstances that didn't necessarily make their journey to greatness any sort of an easy path. John D. Rockefeller was born into poverty, yet he became one of the wealthiest men to ever walk the face of this earth. Thomas Edison was not born into a family of fancy inventors, yet he became the revolutionary that gave us the light bulb. Ronald Reagan was not born into any sort of a political dynasty, yet he became the most powerful man on earth, the President of the United States. General Ulysses Grant was raised by a general store owner, was born into a one-room household, yet he became the preeminent general of the Union during the American Civil War. These are people who were genuinely, my friends, genuinely unstoppable. They knew what they wanted, and they were willing to do whatever was needed in order to achieve their highest ambitions. They were battered and bruised from time to time. There's no question about that. But every time they were knocked down, they got up just as adamantly as if they had never been knocked down in the first place. They went through a lot to achieve their place in history, but they were never defeated in the long run, and that is why we remember them and praise them today. If they could do it, my friends, if thousands and millions just like them could achieve whatever they wanted to, then you, my friends, are just as capable and just as worthy of that same sort of success. There is nothing written into the cosmos of the universe that says you cannot have what it is that you want, that says that you cannot become who you want to become. There is nothing written into the laws of physics or into the laws of logic that say you cannot become truly great. Now, when I say this, I'm not saying that there won't be obstacles, because there always are. There will be people that hate you. There will be friends that turn their back on you, and there will be family members that tell you that your dreams are absolutely crazy. There will always be outside observers who say that your ambitions are not grand enough. There will always be people who say that your hopes and dreams are too big. If you want to start a family, and that is your greatest dream, that is your highest version of success, there will always be people who say, instead of starting a family, you should start your own business. If you want to start your own business, there will always be people out there who will tell you that instead you should want to become a major CEO of a corporation that already exists and has already been established. If you say you want to become a CEO, there will always be people who tell you that you should settle for something less instead, and that as a result, you'll lead a happier life, as if for whatever reason, they think they know what a happier life is for you than you do. No matter what you do, the naysayers, the pessimists, the nihilists, and the cynics will always be there to put you down. It's far more productive to not listen to them than to appease them in any way whatsoever. You do not need them, my friends. All you need is your dream and your persistence. And I think we need to really think about that for a moment. All we need are two things: our dream and our persistence. With those two things, nothing can stand in our way. Destiny is calling your name, my friends. You just need to be willing to listen and remain dedicated to your cause. Wake up every day consumed by your desire to do what must be done. As long as you persist, and persist some more, you will not be defeated. Surround yourself with people who encourage you in your pursuits of greatness, and you will not be defeated. Use your time wisely, and you will not be defeated. Surround yourself with people that are willing to encourage you on your path to greatness, and you will not be defeated. Push aside those inhibitions. Push aside the voice that is in your head telling you you cannot do something or you cannot achieve greatness. We need to ignore that voice at all costs, and just remember, my friends, that we cannot be defeated as long as we are willing to dream great dreams and persist until we achieve whatever it is that we need to achieve, my friends. Thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope you have a phenomenal rest of your day. Thank you.